Hello, welcome to the September State of Affairs, where I talk about the monthly statistics for the channel and do a rundown of basically how things have been going and some of the plans that I have for the near future. I would say August was a pretty good month. I enjoyed my time. Family emergency that I had that I mentioned in the last one of these videos miraculously cleared up somehow, so that's something that has made life a little bit easier the last couple of weeks. I've been able to go out and do some other things as well. Spent some of my time actually enjoying myself for once in my life, so that was something that I'm glad that was able to happen. Otherwise, I apologize ahead of time if there's a tiny bit of crunchy audio in this video, just as I have apologized in yesterday's video and in a couple more videos coming over the next week or so. I had audio issues last month. That was the thing about last month that wasn't very fun. Switched over to my new PC, which has been great in a lot of ways, but working with audio and my microphone and stuff has not been simple. It's been pretty rough trying to fix some of that stuff, and I'm still adjusting some things as I go along, hoping that it all works out. So, had a little bit of recording mishap. I was running some tests for some of the video because of the audio issues that I've been having, and forgot to start re-recording when I went to do the rest of this video. So I've been recording for like 20 extra minutes finishing this video, and nothing was recorded at all. So that is unfortunate for me, but we will continue on just as normal anyway with last month's videos. I did 14 videos on this main channel, 731 views between them. Pretty great performance, all things considered. When we talk about the actual statistics for the channels, we'll get into some of the deeper numbers, but that is no small amount. Some of the highlights where I did episodes 4 and 5 of Infinite Jest Diaries, finishing the book. Those were pretty good videos, and I'm happy with them. A huge video, like 240 views, the July and August Book of the Month TBR video. Really great reaction. Normally those don't do that good. I had the pleasure of introducing to a very mini review of a fantasy short story that Christopher Rocchio wrote. Everyone should go read that. I did a most complex books according to the internet video that also popped off when I thought it would be an absolute flop. Thank you to whoever watched. And I also did a video discussing why I discontinued Short Story Sundays. So a lot of personal information in regard to that one. Really rambly one, about 50 minutes long, way longer than I intended for it to be, but I couldn't justify cutting anything out for personal reasons. So that is the general performance on the main channel. Here on the second channel, I recorded and released 5 videos. The general highlights are just the fact that I started off the Kingdom Hearts 2 Let's Play proper with Josh, so episodes 1 through 5 are now out on the second channel. We're going to be recording more of that series right after I'm done recording this. Since it's actually recording this time, that's something that I am looking forward to. Last month's writing is a little bit of an interesting topic because although I haven't actually written anything in the Reign of Ash, I have finally been actually turning my mind and keeping my head on some of the projects that I'm going to be working on there, starting outlining the second trilogy in the Reign of Ash sequence this month. That is going to happen. I have some good opportunities this week to get some good progress made on that, but since it's been a little bit over a year since I've done any of the outlining work in that sequence, it might turn out being a little bit harder than I expect, so I'm going to go into that tentatively, but it is going to start happening this month. I didn't write any videos, any blogs, quote unquote, for the second channel, so I don't have any words to add there, but I did get a good amount of words written for reviews on Goodreads and Letterboxd, so book and movie reviews, about 14,500 words, so basically 15,000 words written this month between a bunch of different reviews, so that's still no small amount of words. I'm actually very shocked to find that that is the amount that was written, but for book reviews, I wrote 4,400 more reviews, finishing the rough draft for The Passenger by Cormac McCarthy, totaling that manuscript quote unquote at 6,200 words. And then I wrote an additional 1,200 or so words for the Stella Maris review, capping that off at nearly 2,500 words. So those two reviews together are going to be made into one video for the channel. I'm looking forward to doing that. But those reviews are long. I still need to finish writing the Stella Maris one. That is going to happen this week for sure. I have a a day that I'm definitely going to be able to dedicate to that, get it done. Then I'm going to start revising those 2 reviews, putting them together, and then getting a video made for it. A similar thing that I'm going to be doing is this book that I have sitting on the desk over here, Infinite Jest. I started writing a written review for this one, realized that, like, hey, because of that 5th diary video that I made on it, I basically talked all the spoiler free that I needed to about my thoughts on the book itself, so I'll be able to advertise to that in the review. I'm going to make the written review the version that goes on the channel because, well, I already have 2,500 words for it written, and that review is nowhere near done, not even close, not even a little bit, so that's disconcerting. 900 words I wrote for an Uzumaki review, the manga that I read over the course of August, 3 volumes of that. And then I also wrote, maybe way too many words, 2,500 words for a review on The Failures by Benjamin Lyer, a debut novel, a book that released just 2 months ago at the time that this video releases. I really loved that book. I'm gonna message Ben and hope that he's willing to come onto the channel, even though he started working on the 2nd book already. If he accepts, I'm going to look heavily forward to talking with him. If not, I had a great time reading the book and writing that review. If you're interested, that's one I recommend going and reading. For film reviews, I watched 4 movies over August, but I've written 2 reviews so far. So 500 words for Grave of the Fireflies, which I watched with Lane and was definitely a little depressed by, will say. No surprise there. And then I laughed my butt off to Deadpool and Wolverine and wrote 1,000 words for that review. So 1,500 words between all of those, meaning around 13,000 words for all of the book reviews. So not too shabby on the word count this month, even if all of it was on a wavelength that is a lot easier to write words for than fiction. All of that said, the channel statistics I'm really interested in getting into, so let's just jump right in. For the main channel, I got 1,372 views, up 16.2% from the previous month, which has continued to break the record of however many months in a row now that I have 1,000 plus views. In fact, out of the 8 months of the year so far, only one of those months has not exceeded 1,000 views, which is really huge for me. I just shocked and blown away by this. I was not expecting for that to be the reaction. I thought that after the last 2 months, this month would certainly dip under 1,000. So the fact that it went up again, really grateful for that. 124.6 watch hours, up 22% basically. Yet again, I think only 2 of the 8 months so far this year have not exceeded 100 watch hours. I think one of those was in the 70s and one of them in the 80s, if I'm not mistaken. And I also thought that August would dip below 100 watch hours again. But then, you know, it exceeded it by a decent amount. So again, I'm very grateful for all of that. 45,000 impressions, basically, just 33 impressions shy of that number. Down about 7% from the previous month when I had about 48,000 impressions. Still a pretty decent amount. I'm not going to complain about that. The amount of impressions is actually really crazy to me because I am at nearly 500,000 impressions on the channel this year. That's something that I don't even really want to think about right now. So we'll just move on to my gaining 12 subscribers over the course of August, totaling myself at the Devilman number that I was hoping I wouldn't land on, but ended up landing exactly on, like, just a couple of hours before the turn of the month. So that is unfortunate for me. But the thing that I'm actually going to talk about here is that's mostly just a joke and all that, like, not really superstitious in that regard. But the thing that's been crazy is that I'm pretty sure every single month of this year, I've gotten at least 10 subscribers gained. If this trend continues, I'm on track to hit 700 subscribers this year, which is actually kind of crazy to me because I was thinking that maybe 675 was going to be a big ask. In fact, 650 I was going to be happy about. I was like, 650, I'll be happy with that. 675, that'd be a good goal. Hitting 700 plus, probably not going to happen, but we'll see. At this point, I'm not going to count my chickens before they hatch, but there is definitely a chance that I hit 700 subscribers this year if this, you know, this trend of 10 plus subscribers every month continues for the last 4 months of the year. So fingers crossed on that. We'll see what happens, but that has been really crazy. On the second channel, I got 67 views, down 62.4%, but I'm not too worried about that. July was a pretty big month for the second channel, and I also didn't release any written like album reviews or anything like that in August. So the fact that I still had this many is not going to complain about that. 11.7 watch hours, down about 30%, but again, the exact same thing. I was only down like 5 watch hours compared to last month, so that's not too bad considering I didn't write and release any videos scripted or anything like that, any special videos. It was just the 5 let's plays, so I'm happy with that reception as well. And then a downturn of a little over half for my impressions, going from like 8,900, 9,000 or so to about 3,500 impressions. Again, not going to complain because getting anything more than 1,000 impressions on the second channel, with it being as small as it is nothing to complain about in my opinion. Didn't get any subscribers gained, but I'm not too worried about that either. 18 is still perfectly fine for me. I still remember when I restarted the second channel doing all the let's play stuff and I only had like 3 subscribers or something like that. So I'm pretty happy with how things are going. But that is all that I need to talk about for the channel statistics. Let's talk a little bit about what I plan for this month. Well, August was one that I definitely planned to take a step back in, and it's a good thing that I got so much done ahead of time for that, because you know, there was some family emergency stuff that I said that cleared up, so that was a thing. All of my audio issues that I've been having the last couple months was definitely pretty stressful, but overall August was a great month. I got to go out and do a couple things, got to go see a concert with a friend from the channel, I got to see several movies with Lane, my friend from in town, and just generally had a good time this month. I've been enjoying having the new PC as well. Like, some of my workflow and stuff has really improved over the month, just because of having the new, more powerful PC to do the recording and editing stuff. So even though I've had the audio issues and everything, August was a good month, and I'm looking forward to September for some of these same reasons. So even though there might still be a tiny bit of audio issues in this video, and I apologize again if there are, I'm going to continue working on those, and basically every video that I record going to try to, you know, center that in a little bit, coming back to what I want the audio more to sound like. Since I'm so experienced or inexperienced with some of these things, it's actually kind of hard to find that balance in times, given the new rig and the way that my new PC reacts to the audio. Like I said, I'm sorry, but it's something that I'm looking forward to continuing to work on. I was going to say I have a ton of videos to make, but I basically have everything for August already taken care of. There's only a couple videos left to make. I have tomorrow's video actually to record still. I'm going to record that after some of my let's play stuff with Josh. I was going to record it after this one, but then it turned out this video didn't record most of it, so that is unfortunate. But either way, that is some of my plans that I have for this month. Gonna work on some of the Reign of Ash outlines. Like I said, I'm gonna work on outlining some more videos that I've been a little bit too lazy to outline. Gotta get some video prep stuff done. That is for sure. I'm behind on a lot of that work. So we'll see how September goes. Like I said, August was great. I hope all of you guys had a great August. I'm looking forward to an even better September, and I hope you are as well. Thank you for watching this video. If you did, I will be back in the next one. Oh, my button's in the wrong place. I apologize. I'll be back in the next one.